Well, so on, guys. 7:58 in the evening, and it's about the 19th of July, 2022. What's going on, my emotionally deprived, sleep deprived zombies? Yes, this is your zombie. I had Roseman, California Weaver, John C. What's going on, guys? So, in response to some of these people I keep seeing left and right on these channels, not to mention Meidas Touch and Young Turks. Basically, it's for Meidas Touch at this point. I am responding to one particular situation over here where it seems to be it's an ongoing situation where the Young Turks and Meidas Touch are actually enjoying themselves too much with all this ego chasing. I said it before on my channels concerning about situations like this. And I may be wrong at this point over here, and if I am, I'll admit it. So I'll admit it in advance. I am wrong. Deal with it. But if I'm not, I'm right, and deal with that one too. But what I don't understand these days is how much energy you're going to be willing to put into chasing everyone else's ego and everyone else's meanie at this point. But I know you need to get the word out there that these people are evil, and therefore they must be destroyed. It's the same damn message the other side's saying in the first place. Nobody's going for common ground. Nobody cares about the common ground. Nobody cares about the gray areas. It's only about their side, and that's about it. Screw it. You guys have all lost. The idea concerning about diplomacy, concerning about conversations, concerning about how to get to the chunk of the matter without trying to kill themselves. Unfortunately, we're dealing with two extreme sides. We're dealing with the far right, and we're dealing with the far left. And the center, like me, is scratching our heads off and wondering what the hell these guys are talking about. Now, you know the channel I deal with is usually my own damn personal situations happening with my own emotional needs and things going on, not to mention memories left and right. Diary of a Griever, because I have dealt with a hell of a lot of stuff. But when I am getting into situations where I try to move past the damn triggers, and I know there's a lot of them, and they will put me into situations where I don't like to be put into. Right now, I am in an iron fire mood, so yes, I am firing my shot, as it were. And both of them. And yes, I am physically deteriorating. Enjoy the picture. Grossed you out? Good. Now, speaking about being grossed out, this is where I keep hearing all the stuff that keeps grossing me out. It's this constant monitoring of each other, trying to find the right goods to get on each other so we can start beating our chest and feeling good about ourselves. A long time ago, we used to have, and it wasn't pretty, and it wasn't this nasty, or maybe it was. We used to use pitchforks in Congress, and not to mention flintlocks, to satisfy our egos, basically. Aaron Burr, Alexander Hamilton. Some history books. Are we saying that we have to do with these people now? It's almost coming across it, isn't it? Both sides keep screaming for gun control, but they can't make up their minds concerning about gun control. They have to make compromises and take out the teeth. They look like Gabby Hayes with a mouth and the teeth. You look at the bills and they're all Gabby Hayes. You haven't got any teeth. They're all gums, so the bill doesn't work. There's something to chew on. You don't need gristle. You don't need to drink it in. You just need to chew on the damn fat and everything else in it. But I say this because I say this. Deal with it. We're dealing with representatives who go out there and make speeches concerning about arresting people left and right. And then I see on Twitter that certain politicians have tried to get themselves arrested, and yet there's a conflict on both sides of whether or not one was arrested or not. Well, if you are in the presence of the law enforcement at this point, and they have detained you for a short time, regardless if they put the damn cuffs on you or not, you are arrested. Talk to the Leos about this one, the law enforcement officers. They will tell you in their own interpretations that once they got you detained, you're basically arrested. They may give you the Miranda if they so feel like it, if you're going to be actually formally with the paperwork filled out and you're handcuffed. But if you're going to be taken somewhere by law enforcement this morning over here, you're still under their care, their jurisdiction, their power. You are detained. You are arrested. But we keep considering being arrested by having the handcuffs and then going through the damn process. Well, you're still arrested regardless. You just have to be released by the cops. And if they're going to be filing formal charges or actually filing the paperwork to send over to the DA's office to be formally charging you, then guess what? Now you're really arrested. And I saw the picture on Twitter concerning about one of the politicians had their hands almost in the back and it looked like they were arrested. They were trying to go through the motions of it. Now, if they actually had the handcuffs on them, nobody took pictures of them. If they actually had the handcuffs off, well, that's what it showed. So people kept assuming that these certain ladies were arrested, or were they or not arrested? Because now the war is going on between our political pundits on both sides, tearing these things apart, not to mention on Twitter. So now they're considering everybody else a thief and a liar and a con man. Well, that's what both sides are calling each other right now. I'm going to stop that. I'm just going to say me at this point. I have seen actions like this before, growing. And I know the expression is we've never seen anything like this. Actually, we have. We just hadn't seen it caught on camera as much, but we've seen it either in person or growing up. Well, growing up, you are seeing it in person. Or even on television. Not as much, though. I have seen situations like this before, where the cops detain you, keep you there for questioning, and then release you. A long time ago, I did a stupid, but I didn't have to be handcuffed. It was back in the early 80s when I was a young and stupid teenager in high school. A group of kids were going to be going on a weekend camping trip to a beach. I convinced a friend of mine to come along with me to leave school at the time, go to the local home we had, grab our bikes, get over to the local sporting goods store, grab the material that we need, and haul the ass out of there. That was the plan. When we got out of there, we got pulled over by Operation Stay in School, hosted by Los Angeles Police Department. There were already 2 kids in there already, and we got crammed in there. We had about 5 or 6 squished in the back, no handcuffs, and FI cards being done on us. Actually, I think it was about 5 kids, because there was another kid being hauled in from a liquor store playing video games. And we got taken over to the local police station. We had our parents talk to. My mother didn't want to pick me up. She was going to kill me when I get home. But a friend of mine had his relatives pick us up and take us home. And that's when we got the boom. That's when I definitely got the boom, boom, boom. But during that time, I was not handcuffed. Neither was the kids. Of course, we broke rules. We broke the law. But we were kids at the time, not adults. But there is discretion that the cops actually use. They can either handcuff you or they can't. These days, they have no choice but to handcuff you because of things happening these days. And they're not taking a chance. For safety reasons. They make the determination whether or not they're going to be using the handcuffs on your ass, but you're still detained. You're still arrested, unless released. And that's what I had a cop told me a long time ago. I had a nice conversation with some officers. Long time retired. We are. So don't tell me, guys, that whatever you're seeing, you think it is, but you don't know the whole story. I've seen all these nice little clips, and I also seen what you guys presented, and you guys still don't know the whole story. There's always more to it than your own point of view. You just have to research. And even if you've got it, you still don't have it. Because you still have ego. You're going to be dispassionate about history and recording your events and being a journalist about it. Be dispassionate about it. Otherwise, you're just ego chasing. You're an ego chasing an ego. How does that grab you?